welcome back to the sixth and final, I hope, final video generating a hashing algorithm, okay? The reason why I've put this in is because some people are wanting to do random or direct access, and true direct or random access uses a hash function in order to take data and turn it into an index that can then be used for our file handling method to store it at that index position of the generated hash key. So now in the system, I'm not going to connect this. Not yet. Okay? Not going to connect it. The first thing I'm going to need is a variable. Okay? Variable, let's call for the index. Right, let's call this dim hash index as integer, whole numbers. Okay, now when we generate hashes, they have to be a whole numbers because all of the indexes in your file are all whole numbers also. So I need a variable to be converted. Now a hash or a hashing algorithm sounds really scary, but you'll see that it's really not. Like my hashing algorithm that I'm going to show you, that I'm just made up off the top of my head, it's really simple, and it's not very good, if I'm being honest. It's not very effective as a hashing algorithm, but you'll see what I mean. So I'm just going to use someone's age, right? I'll ask them. I'll just, input box. Pop up, and it'll say input your name and input, if I can type, lost the ability to type, input your age. Excellent. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll say for each character in the string, so the string being their string to hash, that's their name. Okay, so for each one, so for I equals 0, that's a local variable, I equals 0 to string to hash dot length, so the length of it. And because we're starting at 0, we're going to have to -1 that. If I changed I to 1, I could just leave string to hash dot length the same. All right, so this is going to happen one character at a time. So the first one, let's call each character C, okay, as char, and that's going to be string to hash, which is the string variable I. Okay, so when we start off at position 0, it's going to take in the very first character of the string hash. Okay, whatever's been put in by the user. Say if it was John, I typed in JON, I would be position 0, which would produce J. So J would be stored in C. Oh, how confusing is that? J would be stored in C, then I would convert the char variable to its ASCII value. Okay, turn it into a numerical value and add it. Well, I think I'm just going to add it up to a total. Okay, I do that. Hash index equals hash index, because I'm going to concatenate. I'm going to keep building it up and keep a running total, plus the ASC, which is the ASCII value of the variable C, and we'll see what we get. Let's output it. Display. Just display the character's ASCII value at this point. ASC. So you can see that when I type in a single letter, or I get a single letter, you'll see what that is. So let's just run this for a second. So you might still be in a position where you're thinking, why are we doing this? So generate input name, J, capital J, O, N, right? Input your age. Right, 74. I'm just going to quickly Let's get an ASCII table. Right. I'll get a better one than that. Where? 74. Where's 74? 74. Oh, it's capital J. So technically the next one, being lowercase o, should be 111, followed by 110. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There you are. Happy? Or not? Don't know why I'm asking. You can't give me feedback. Okay. Fine. That works out that every time. So, after we finish the loop then, how about we output the total? So let's see what position in our file should we store this. So let's say total, or let's do it different. Let's do file position and hash index. Okay. Run this. John. So this, the word John is going to be stored in file position 295. Oh my goodness, that's going to be massive. So there's going to be nothing in the file, but in record 295, there's going to be the word John. So your file's going to be absolutely massive if that's the case. So what I'm going to do is just edit this a little bit, make it just a little bit better. So where I have my hash index equals hash index plus ASCII value C, I'm going to mod this. Mod it with my age. Let's see what we get now. Something maybe a little bit lower, but a little bit more unique. I'm hoping. Generate hash, John, 37. So it's going to say 74 plus 111 plus 110. Mod that with 37, store it in file position 36. That seems a little bit better. What about Jonathan? Input your age, 37. 74, 130. Okay, a little bit bigger, but still, the point still stands. So we've generated a hashing algorithm now. So what you do is when you say file put, okay, put this in the file, at what channel number, one product goes in there. So one product, and then you would say hash index, okay, but you would call this here would be put inside a function, and you would call the function but passing it in the information that you need, okay. So what it would look like if because I've not written it all out, it would say this would be what my function's called, calculate hash, and I would pass in there the name of someone because it needs the name, doesn't it? And I'd pass in their age, and I put a bracket there. I would call this function, pass it in those two pieces of information. It would run all this code, and because it's a function, it would return, wouldn't it? It would return the hash index. So you'd have a return function, hash index, and that would come back out of it. So when you say file put, it would put it at the position of hash index, and that is random access, and that's what the hashing algorithm is for. Okay? Excellent. I think we've finished. I think we've got a good solution to the garden centre project there. It does exactly what we want it to. Everything seems to be working. I mean, if there are any issues with it, or you have any queries or questions, you know where I am. Stick it in the comments, email me, and I will see you very soon. Thank you very much.